everybody. Big up, everybody. Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to your favorite Tuesday evening, sometimes Thursday evening, maybe even Friday evening show. It's one of those things, people. Welcome to the best, well, maybe not the best, but one of the best chat interaction shows on YouTube. This is obviously my favorite show to do because I get to talk to you, the viewer, about all things European football, all things Arsenal, and especially today, all things Champions League. I cannot wait to talk to the chat because there have been some less than expected results today, I think I would say. So, not only does it make the Arsenal result look even worse, in my opinion, and we'll get into that, but it makes Real Madrid and or City's chance to go forward into the Champions League final even better and win the Champions League, to be honest with you. Man, the chat is already blowing up. Big up, you guys. Big up. Holy Lord. There are a ton of comments already. Keep up the volume, people. Keep up the volume. And get in those super chats if you want me to get to your question right away. Because guess what, people? Connor is starving. Connor obviously got this whole big setup together. Look at the layout. Look at it. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So big up Connor every single time. Make sure you're subscribing to CMO Sports. He is my American Idiot cohort, as well as my co-host on the watch along. He will be on the watch along tomorrow for the Arsenal v Bayern Munich leg 2 at the Allianz Arena tomorrow afternoon for me. And you look at the results today, guys, and I think we could beat either of these teams that advance to the semis on the other end of the bracket there. PSG advancing on aggregate 6-4 against Barcelona. And then you have Dortmund beating Atletico Madrid 4-2 today to advance 5-4 on aggregate. Man, Dortmund versus PSG is going to be a great semifinal. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, Mbappe, just what can you say about that guy? But I think, overall, you of the teams you would have picked, I mean, you might have picked PSG to beat Barcelona, but I did not have Dortmund beating Atletico Madrid. I didn't. So yeah, the Dortmund game was mad. Absolutely. So I don't know, man. Like it's one of those things. That's one of the names of the show. It's right. Why it's right here on the title where it's the Champions League. It's unpredictable, which is why I have not completely given up hope for tomorrow. Hope is low. Confidence is low, but I have not completely given up hope. So let's go ahead and say hi to the people in the chat before we get into it completely. But big up AJ, the best mod on YouTube. Big up AJ. He's working hard as usual. Thank you, my friend. Raz, Boris Johnson with the spliff. That's hilarious. BVB David, Dortmund David is 100% jazzed right now. This guy is out of control. Congratulations to you. They are going to the semifinal. And people didn't rate Dortmund. People didn't rate them, and now here they are in the Champions League semifinal going up against PSG that I think they can beat. I think that fixture is anybody's to win or lose, to be honest with you. Big up Jaminho. Big up Jaminho, my guy. I hope you're well. Jaminho's been here since the beginning. Big up Jaminho. Yes, like the stream. Subscribe to the stream if you are new. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers, people. We recently hit 1K. We will be having a celebratory stream for that. Keep an eye on the community tab for that. Ozan Kabak is back. Big up TJ, believe it or not. I actually want you guys to advance. Hey, believe it or not, so do I. And we'll get into that. Big up Ozan Kabak. I think Ozan's a Liverpool fan, right? Ozan, you're a Liverpool fan, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I am wrong, my guy. Jaminho, yes. Yeah, if you haven't, BVB David, yeah, go and subscribe to, yes, there you go. You already got it in the chat. Go and subscribe to him as well. That Dortmund game was mad, yes. Kyle Walsh Gunner in the chat. Big up, TJ. I told you, bro, we're winning nothing, bro. Sorry I couldn't make it the other night, but shout me again. Yes, I will 100% shout you again, my guy, of course. Big up, Ben Kaufman. Ben Kaufman, who do you want to win the Champions League? Obviously, it's Arsenal, right? Obviously. No, big up Ben Kaufman every single time. The mod father, this guy. He's a Spurs fan, but we don't hold it against him. You know what I mean? We hold it against other Spurs fans, but we don't hold it against my guy, Ben Kaufman, one of the nicest guys on YouTube. Super nervous for tomorrow's game. Yes, bro. It's the UEFA coefficient, isn't it? Yep. That is true. That is true. And I read a tweet today, which was so funny. And Jacob had a visceral reaction to it, where there was a news article that got written. I don't remember where it was, but Spurs fans should be rooting for Arsenal and Man City to go through because it ups the UEFA coefficient, and we might get a 5th spot in the Champions League, which would put Spurs into the Champions League. So, Spurs fans, you have a decision to make. You cheer for Arsenal to beat Bayern, you cheer for Man City, or you go to Europa. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Enjoy that scenario. I'm so happy that that's the scenario. By the way, big up. Oh, yeah, we got all the people coming over from Staffy. Big up Staffy for the raid. My guy, my American Waffle brother. I am so happy. I'm going to be honest with you guys, though. I am so happy I'm not on Staffy's channel right now, because I'm having PTSD from American Waffle. I'm not even going to lie. If you watch the American Waffle episode that happened on, I believe that was Sunday, I'm trying to forget it. I maybe spoke for 2 minutes, maybe, because I got locked up by the chat, locked up like Akon won't let me out. They didn't let me out. I got super chatted into that cell. So now I am glad to be back on my channel where I can speak freely and I will not be sent to jail for it. Big up everybody that's coming over from Staffy TV. Make sure that you are subscribing. Make sure that you smash the likes, people. Make sure that you're smashing the likes. Staffy, thank you for the raid, my guy. I will work on it. Staffy, you want to run it tonight? Let me know. I think I'll be available tonight. All right. Yeah. Won't let me out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was a banger back in the day. But big up everybody who's joining over from Staffy TV. Obviously, people joined over there from Saeed's channel. So if you are new here as well, make sure that you are subscribing and smashing the like button. That is the most important thing here. And this is a Q&A, guys. So if you happen to have a great question for an American Arsenal fan, I'm here, people. I am here. C-Cube says, Staffy Raid, no way I'd come here on my own. You know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. Yes, sub to this fraud. See, and if I'm being called a fraud by the biggest United fraud in the world, okay, not the biggest United fraud, like top 5, then you know that this is a good channel. That's all I'm going to say. Big up Sheik. I'm seeing a bunch of people in here. Big up Sheik. Big up Warrior J. Big up Ozan. Big up everybody inside. Again, Kyle Walsh is here. Yeah, run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. Let's go. Run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. Yeah, I respect your FIFA game. That's for sure. But yeah, what do you guys think of the results from today? I personally am looking at that, and I think PSG go through, but we will see. We will see. That's an interesting matchup. But I am more. You guys are absolutely hilarious. Steak, yes, 100%. Big up Alexander Hilton. No, but this makes tomorrow, I think, even more important. We head into the Allianz 2-2. Obviously, our heads are hanging low because of the recent shocking result at home against Aston Villa 2-0. I'm absolutely devastated by that, and I think that's probably a big reason why we won't win, because we have a very, very hard time under this manager with this team to pull out of bad spells, which right now, whether or not you know it or you've acknowledged it as an Arsenal fan, we haven't won in 3 matches. I don't think people are really clocking that. Oh, well, TJ, we got to draw away at City. That's basically like a win. No, it's not. It's not. And you could argue during certain phases of that game, we should have won too. So we had more shots than Man City. Obviously, they were on the counter. They held the ball longer than us, but we had the more square chances, the more quality chances than Man City did. So the fact that we didn't take 3 away from there, the fact that we lost at home to Villa, the fact that we drew at home to Bayern, and now we have to head out to Germany. People are saying, oh, yeah, it's like the Normandy landings. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. We are not favored to win that match. I have a feeling that we will, but we're not favored. So if we go out tomorrow, I'm not going to be shocked. And I'm not going to be happy about it either. You're going to see me on this channel. You're going to see me after the watch along like you do after every match. And you're going to see me absolutely fuming. If I see, so let's talk about potential lineups. Let's preview the Bayern game. Obviously, Bayern Munich, they could be missing Kingsley Coman, right? And they're definitely going to be missing Alphonso Davies, but the rest of the team is going to be there. There is more than enough in that Bayern side to beat this Arsenal side. I'm not gonna gaslight you as an Arsenal fan. We're going into hell tomorrow. That Bayern Munich team has everything to play for. Everything. They have lost their league. They lost the Pokal. They are on the verge of going without a trophy for the first time in, I think, 10, 11 years, 12 years. And you don't think that they're going to come in there and absolutely try to steamroll us? I don't think that they're going to bottle it. I think, now the more that I think about it, we'll probably lose on pens. Sorry, that's just the way I see it at this point, because the amount of pressure that these players are under, and they have Tuchel, who has been in this position before, who has come from losing sides and brought Chelsea a Champions League. So don't underestimate their Tuchel's ability to shithouse a title, because he's done it before. So yeah. All you guys are asking me about Zinchenko. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead and get your questions in, guys. I'll start answering the questions because this is in fact a Q&A. Big up AJ, and again, big up Staffy for the raid. Make sure that you guys are smashing the likes. We got 76 in here. The fact that we are not on at least 30 likes right now is absolutely bad. Make sure that you are smashing the likes up, people, and subscribing to the channel if you are in fact new. Questions, please. TJ, after his form this season, do you believe Gabriel Martinelli is a title-winning left winger? Because honestly, I don't know anymore. I do. He's not. Until he can dribble, I mean, I'm okay with you charging down the wing and keeping your head down. But the fact that that guy is charging into, the final 10 yards of the pitch, and he hasn't picked his head up and looking for a pass to square it, is a major complaint that I've had about Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, and there were passages of the play that we were playing when we were playing against Aston Villa, when we were playing against Bayern, where he wasn't picking his head up, and he had 2 guys behind him, and he wasn't looking for anybody to pass to. You could argue, oh yeah, well, TJ, they weren't giving him a lot of options. How would he know? He has his head down. How do you know? The kid has to pick his head up. He is a speed merchant down the left side. He absolutely gasses it. And he has had moments of brilliance this season. Don't get me wrong. But under this manager this season, he's regressed. Gabriel Martinelli last season, yes, title-winning left winger. Gabriel Martinelli this season, no, he's not. And that's just a fact. You know what I mean? And people were saying this time last season, while we were bottling it, let's go back 13 months. People were saying that Martinelli, there were legitimate conversations on this platform that Gabriel Martinelli had a higher ceiling than Bukayo Saka. And we'll get into Bukayo Saka. But right now, what are you supposed to say about them? They're both underwhelming. They're both underperforming. Martinelli especially. I mean, he obviously picked up that injury. He hasn't looked quite the same since. He's had moments of brilliance this season. But no, man, title-winning left winger? No. We don't look like a title-winning team. Why would he be a title-winning left winger? We need to bring in better players. Bring in better players. For sure. Let's see what else you guys are doing. Jaminho! Big up Jaminho. Been here since the beginning. My guy. If Zinchenko was never born, would we... You fucking hilarious. If Zinchenko was never born, would we have won the title last season, or would we be top of the league now? That is a lot of that's a lot to consider, to be honest with you. That's a lot to consider. if Zinchenko was never born, we probably would have never sold or loaned out Tierney. To be honest with you, I think we would probably have won the title last season. My mind goes back to the several times that he gave the ball away, him crying after the game against Liverpool. Obviously his performance this season several times where he's been an absolute bonehead and sent the ball. Like sometimes that guy just kicks the ball down the field and hopes. Like prime example, he had 2 or 3 over the line, hoping to hit Kai Havertz or Gabriel Jesus on the line against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have caught the most teams, the most number of times offsides out of any other team in the Premier League. Yet we're trying to catch them in beating the last men with balls over the top. Unai Emery is not going to be beat by balls over the top. So I don't know whether that was Zinchenko trying to do that or whether that was something that Arteta told him to do. Either way, it was the wrong strategy. So just deep that with the fact that the guy is not a left back. So if we're going to continue to play him as a left back when he's a CDM or a box-to-box midfielder, at best, why do we still hang on to this guy? I don't know. But to answer your question, who knows? Honestly, who knows? Because, you can't go back in time. This isn't Back to the Future. I'm not Marty McFly. You're not Doc, Back to the Future. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, continue to get your questions in, guys. Yeah. There was a really, really good comment here. Big up Timidayo Fatoki. He says, I'm a United fan. Big up the United fans in the chat, even though your team is in the absolute mud and I'm living for it. I'm a United fan. The Xhaka party breakup was a big regression. You need to sort out that left wing. We need to sort out the whole left side of the field. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, we are missing Granit Xhaka. He really did break the lines really well on that left side. The support that Tierney provided on the overlap on the left, you don't see people overlapping it on the left anymore unless it's with Kiwior. And I honestly don't trust Kiwior to overlap on the left. I really want Kiwior to be that stay-at-home fullback, to be honest. So, what am I supposed to say about that? I mean, it's 100% correct. And a healthy party is a great party. Ain't no party like a healthy party, right? So this season, I don't expect him to do anything. I think it's time to sell. I think it's time to get what we can out of him. Obviously, he still has charges looming, allegedly. And yeah, they just haven't delivered. And now we're back to where we were last season. I was talking about this on Matt the Southern Gooner's channel. Go and subscribe to the Southern Gooner. That we are now in the same position that we were in last season, where we're looking for another number 6. We're possibly looking for another fullback because Kieran Tierney, why would he want to come back here? Zinchenko needs to go. Timber, we don't know how he's going to do next season because he's been on the bench all season, or he's been on the IR all season long. Yeah, there is a lot of questions to be answered on that left wing. Martinelli having a mediocre season at best. I would say the person that's performed the best on the left has been Trossard, and he's been more of an impact sub than anything else. Like, obviously, Trossard, great technical player, but he has not been good enough starting for us. Off the bench, fantastic. But not off the bench, he's been mediocre at best. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, we absolutely need to sort out that left wing. We need to get another fullback and somebody who can stay healthy at that left back side. And I hope it's Urian Timber. I hope it's Urian Timber because he looked very, very good. He looked very, very good, obviously in the Charity Shield and in the preseason. But, who knows what it would have gone? Who knows how it would have gone once we got into the dog days of the season? So, lots of ifs and buts here. Big up Luca. Luca's here. Big up Luca every time. Big up everybody inside. Make sure that you guys are smashing the likes. Make sure that you are subscribing. If you are new people, ignore the dogs barking in the background. Vader Games. Big up Vader. Go and subscribe to Vader if you haven't already. Big game tomorrow, TJ. I think you guys win it. I'd like you to win it to be focused on the UCL and Prem. Well, it's in your hands, Vader. Don't try to deflect on me. Don't try to make yourself into the underdog now. It is your league now, Vader. It is Manchester City's league. It is Manchester City's treble to win. 2 trebles in a row on the line for Manchester City. Can they do it? Can they do it? I hope not. I'm predicting a Real Madrid victory tomorrow. But we'll see. Obviously, I think that's a toss-up. It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. So we'll see. What do you guys think of? Who do you think is going to win Manchester City versus Real Madrid tomorrow as well? I did not ignore your question. I looked at it, and I'm well aware of how many viewers we have here, Cubed. But big up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cubed. Oh, my goodness. What else are you guys saying? Yes. Continue to get those questions in. Well, I got a really good comment from Anthony Herbert. Big up, Anthony. It's good to see you, my guy. Ollie Watkins would be great to sign him next season. Villa want around $75 million for him. I would pay the money, but who am I? I'm afraid. Here's what I'm deathly afraid of, and I think this has been a narrative that's been going around. I'm afraid that this ownership will think that Kai Havertz has performed well enough to keep him at that number 9 position, or keep him rotating at number 9 and into the midfield, and bin off getting a striker. And if we do that again this season, I'm Arteta out no matter what. I'm Edu out. I'm Kroenke out. I'm everything out. If we do not bring in a striker during this summer, and after we not bottle the league at this point, I think we just lose the league. I think it's not bottling at this point. But if we lose the league after the first 4 months that we had, or the first 3 months that we had of this year, like, heads need to roll, and we need another striker. Period. End of story. So, yeah, I think it goes without saying. I think it's that's pretty much color by numbers at this point. It's a league on the line. No City fans should be talking T-talk. Yep. Okay. But there are a lot that are. Oh my God. Here we go. Troll. Here comes the trolls. Hey, TJ, big fan. Been watching you for ages. Just wondering, who's your favorite British panelist that you had on any of your shows? Oh my God. British panelist. Oh my God. That's a tough one. Yeah. Let me think. British panelists. I don't know. I haven't had many British panelists. You know what? I think Flawless. I'm gonna go with Flawless. Big up Flawless. Sarcasm City TV. Make sure that you go and subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. No, I'm just kidding. Big up Connor. Make sure you go subscribe to CMO Sports. His link is in the description, people. He is my right hand man. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. That's all right. That's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. AJ says in all capital letters, pay the $75 million for Watkins or $40 million for Ivan Toney, or both. I would do either or. Obviously, we're gonna need to re-up Ivan Toney. But yeah, I would love to see Ivan Toney at this football club. I think he would absolutely cook. So yeah, get the job done. Otherwise, you're gonna see a very, very bad reaction from the host of this channel and the hosts of other channels as well. Big up to the 74 inside again. Make sure that you are smashing the likes. Make sure that you are liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you're watching this on playback, leave a comment. Let me know how you like the show. Smash a like as well. If you didn't like the show, smash a like anyway. Don't be a dick. You know, that's kind of the vibe on this show, is good ones, good vibes for the most part. Question: is Martinelli's best position striker or still left wing? I haven't seen him at striker. I mean, when was the last time we seen him at striker? Obviously, he cooked under Unai Emery, but when was the last time Martinelli played striker? And I'm not talking about like rotating with Trossard like he did when Gabriel Jesus was out last season. I'm talking about legitimate. He starts at number 9. Like, when was the last time he did that? I don't remember. Before Arteta. So, yeah, I don't know. TJ, my bro, listen to me. We are winning nothing again this season, even with this next season, even with a striker. What? Come on, Kyle. We need it. I think if we get a striker, I think we get a chance. We need a striker and another left back and another 6. Yeah, we have a shopping list, and then we have a lot of outgoings that we need to get done as well. That list is too long to go down because we're honestly only going to go for another 35, 45 minutes. So yeah, like not even worth getting into, to be honest with you. Not even worth getting into, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yes, the watch along will be box office tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribed. We will be doing a watch along on this channel and simulcasting with CMO Sports people. We will start the show 15 minutes before kickoff. Who wouldn't? But you know that isn't going to happen. He's not going to be available. What a player, though. I really wish that our Man City rejects could be as good as Cole Palmer. But I think everybody would be in that same boat, right? So it is what it is. It just kind of proves that the talent idea of this manager hasn't been great. I mean, who has this manager brought in that has absolutely rocked your world that isn't named Declan Rice? Like, let's be honest. And Declan Rice, that was a slam dunk. You knew the player that you were going to get. But who has this manager really signed that has been a top signing other than Declan Rice? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, people. Let me know in the comments. Gabrielle? Can we name any others? I don't know. I don't think so. Arteta needs to spend more in the transfer window. Interesting. Yeah. 100%. Hold on. No, sorry. I got a little text from my guy Staffy here. Yeah. Ben White. Ben White's been good and bad. I mean, I would say Ben White's been all right. I mean, he hasn't been like a world beater. He's had his moments, and a lot of people forget about how bad he was when we signed him. Like we signed him to play center back, and he wasn't that great. And then he moved him to right back, and that is one thing that Arteta did do very well, is recognize that Ben White has the ability to tear up that right side and overlap and put in good balls. And even when he's inverting, I questioned his ability to invert, but he has created good chances. I think if he had a little bit more of the finishing product, I would be like, yeah, he's a really good. He could go inverted. He can swing out, but he's been meh. He's been meh sometimes. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that he's been like a world beater, if that makes sense. That's just kind of my thought on it. Like when I look at our back line and I say, okay, who's been our best player this season on the back line? It's Gabriel, hands down. Obviously, he's put in a couple of stinkers this season, 2 to 3 bad performances in a row. We really need to pick up our heads here and do something. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Ben White, meh. Ben White, it is what it is. Our fullbacks, I think we could do better in our fullback position, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Big up, Cyborg Ninja. I haven't seen you in a while, my guy. Big up. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you are well. Big up all the Arsenal fans in the chat. Make sure that you are putting in your comments and your questions. This is easily my best, my most fun show that I have until American Idiots, at least. Put some respect on Benny's name. He puts in a shift. How many points do they get for putting in shifts? Like, I was having this conversation with Staffy. Like, big up BX Gunner. You're an absolute real one, legend. He's been here since the beginning. Me and him have been rats in the rat army for a long time together. But like, me and Staffy were having this discussion about, who would be on the top of the try-hard table. I think Arsenal would be top of the try-hard table. If you were giving points based off of who tried the hardest. It would either be based off of managers' post press conferences. I think Man United would be third. I think Chelsea would easily be second. But Arsenal would definitely be first in the try hard table. So yeah, he puts in a shift, but he hasn't been like, is he the best right back in the league? No. Is he top 3 in the league? I would argue no. Is he top 5? Yes, you could argue. But at the same time, he's been in and out with injuries. He's not as consistent as other right backs have been in the league. But, he's what we got. So, but yeah, I'm not bigging him up to be like some sort of world-class prodigy, which was kind of the question that I was at. The original question I was asking was, who has Arteta brought in that has really been a world beater? And you knew Declan Rice was going to be. He's a slam dunk. It's easy. That's an easy A. That's like getting points for the test for writing your name on the test. You know what I mean? Anyway. No. Cubed is in here trolling, doing her best trolling impression from the Batcave. Big up early doors, my guy. I hope you are well, my friend. We're doing okay. We're nervous about tomorrow. That's what's happening. We are nervous about tomorrow. So we will figure out what happens tomorrow, I guess. I'm predicting a 2-1 to the Arsenal because I'm a hope merchant. It's hope strategy right now. So that should tell you how confident I am. Wait, TJ, what's your lineup for the Bayern game again? Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked, Warrior J. I'm so glad you asked. Hold on. Let me scoot up here. Take a little sip of the Fresca. We're on the Frescas tonight. Refreshing. David Raya and net. Redemption, hopefully. Who'd you guys play at left back? I'm not playing Zinchenko. I would start Tomiyasu at left back if he's 100% fit. If not, then start Kiwior again. I think the fact that we didn't see Kiwior on Sunday means he's starting against Bayern. So, yikes. Obviously, Gabriel and Saliba in the center back positions. Starsky and Hutch, Ben White. We got to do Jorginho and Rice in the double pivot 6. Odegaard in the midfield. Now this is where it gets interesting. Because you're missing Alphonso Davies. But they got a perfect. Who's on that left side? Jimenez for them. Jimenez, I'm pretty sure is his name. He plays for Bayern Munich, so he can't be that bad. But yeah, I think we would need some speed on that left side. So you guys are gonna not like what I'm gonna say here, but I'm gonna say I would start Martinelli. See what he can do. And then obviously it has to be Saka on the right. Guerrero. Yep, Guerrero. Thank you. Guerrero. Who's actually better defensively. Well, that's a good sign. I don't watch a lot of German football. So great. I'm glad I'm getting an education from a chronicle here. Yeah. And then in the 9, you gotta ride the horse that got you here, right? In this case, it's a German giraffe named Kai Havertz. So yeah, Kai Havertz. That's it. That's my starting 11. I saw a couple of starting 11s in here. Let me highlight them. Obviously, Jaminho taking the absolute piss here. Ramsdale, not going to start. White, Saliba, Gabriel, anyone except Zinchenko, preferably Tomiyasu. I agree. International snake, Jorginho, Odegaard. Yep. Oh, Trossard. I think you bring Trossard on as an impact sub. Personally. But either or, you switch them out. I would be okay with either one just due to the lack of options. Just don't bring Gabriel Jesus anywhere near this game. Yeah. Unless you're trying to put him in the midfield to do something like he did last match. I don't want him anywhere near the number 9 position, period. End of story. Gnabry possibly out. Is Sonic here? Let's look up Bayern Munich injuries. Bayern Munich injuries. Let's look it up. Predicted lineup. Injured. Gnabry, Coman, Bowie, and Sarr. Suspended, Davies. So the standard UK is saying Neuer, Kimmich, De Ligt, Eric Diarrhea, Guerrero, Leimer, Goretzka, Sane, Mueller, Musiala, and Kane. That's a hell of a lineup. I mean, even with Alphonso Davies out, like that's an incredible starting 11. So yeah, it's looking pretty peak, guys. It'll be an interesting game for sure. Big up Arsenal, Alex. I hope you're good, man. I haven't seen you in a while as well. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you are well. Kane goal incoming. Yeah, probably. Sane will play, but he's not at 100%. Yeah. Sane will play, but he won't play. He won't play the entire game, but yeah, no, he did way too well against us in that first leg, I think, for him to be caught out or kept out. Get that fraud Arteta out of my club, fake bastard. If I see Zen on the team sheet, I'll put my TV through my bloody window. Big up. Big up. Get that fraud Arteta out. Yeah. Yeah. Well, feel better, Alex. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I feel better. Feel better. Big up, Juice. TJ, are you going to flip-flop on Arteta if we lose tomorrow? I have not flip-flopped on Arteta at all, despite the rumors that are going around on me and the narratives that my fellow American waffle people would like to put out about me. But no, I have not flip-flopped on this. I have said from the very, very beginning that if he doesn't win a trophy for us, I am going to be Arteta out in the highest way possible, and that has not changed whatsoever. It is time to win. And if we don't win, then he needs to go. He needs to go. This has been the narrative. This has been the storyline. It's been the WWE bloodline storyline that I have been saying for the longest. For the longest and the longest. So I have not flip-flopped on that. Period. End of. I have not flipped on that. Rice will get man of the match for Arsenal. You heard it first. I hope so. I hope so. I really do. Hamza cooking Arsenal on A-lister. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're here, then you're not listening to Hamza go on and on and on about how he used to live in Egypt and ride camels before he actually got to the point. But big up, big up Hamza. Big up Hamza, really, really nice guy. He's crazy, man. He's absolutely crazy. He's an absolute wild boy. Big up everybody inside, by the way. We got 83 inside, and we will be redirecting to A-listers after this as well. We will be redirecting to A-listers, so you guys can go over there and talk to him as well, people. TJ, will you celebrate being right if you bought all the trophies at the end of the season? No, I will not. I will not celebrate being right. I will not. I will be very upset if we don't win anything this season. I'm not going to celebrate being right. I don't like being right. I don't like losing. So why would I be that way? Why would I be that way? But, title of the show, TJ, have I calmed down? Yeah, but I think it's more because I've realized where we're at. Like, I think like I said, we have to beat Bayern for me to be. We have to beat Bayern, honestly, because I think that's our only chance of winning a trophy is the Champions League now. I don't see Man City losing. I don't see Man City dropping points, let alone losing. But yeah, why are people talking about CM Punk? I love CM Punk. CM Punk is the best. Look in my eyes, what do you see? Yeah, he's awesome. Love CM Punk. He's my favorite wrestler. TJ, do you think there's any chance Arteta gets sacked if he doesn't win anything next season because that's one trophy from a possible two? No, Arteta is staying, unfortunately. Arteta is staying. The Cronkies, the narrative isn't going to change. As long as he's getting us consistently in the top four and he's keeping us in title races, nothing is going to change. Unless the fans start boycotting the stadium like they did for Wenger, nothing is going to change. Him and Josh Kroenke have been our boys. Like whenever there's an international break, he's on tour with Josh Kroenke in the United States, going to Avalanche games, going to Nuggets games, going to LA Rams games. Like, and it would have to be absolutely egregious for Arteta to be out. So no matter what happens, I really don't think anything changes. So that's what stinks, especially this season, because he's done enough to stay in the Kroenke's eyes and he's made him enough money. So unless there's like a major fan backlash, nothing's going to change. Nothing. So yeah, just keep it up. Keep up the loud Arteta out stuff if that's what you believe. If that's what you believe, TJ has accepted Arsenal's mediocrity. No, I haven't accepted Arsenal's mediocrity. That's incorrect. That's factually incorrect. I've accepted the situation. I have not accepted Arsenal's mediocrity at all. That's half of the reason why I go. That's half the reason why I come on YouTube is because I don't accept mediocrity. When I'm on here, I'm devastated. When I have to come on here, I go on American Waffle or go on any other panel show and Arsenal lose and I get grilled or cooked or whatever you want to say. I don't accept it because I feel the loss too, just like every other Arsenal fan does. But I approach it in a different way. I approach it in a way that I want to see from the perspective that I expect us to win every game. I expect us to go out on the pitch and have the stance that we have a chance to win every single game. Whereas a lot of times this season, especially now, I don't necessarily feel that way. So stinks. No way the title's over, TJ. Have some faith. I've heard that before. Cult of Personality. Yes. That is honestly the best like walkout music, I think, for wrestling. Cult of Personality. Yeah, Cult of Personality is awesome. In living color. Check it out. I have an appointment tomorrow, but hopefully I will be here for the watch along to celebrate the Arsenal downfall. No, the Ops will be here. The Ops will be here. 100%. The Ops will be here. And that's fine. I appreciate the views, I guess. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the likes, too. Get us up to 40 likes before the end of the stream, people. We have 77 inside. That is a terrible return rate. I need 45 likes before the end of the show. 45 likes before the end of the show. We will be going for another 15 minutes, and then we will be redirecting over to that guy, Hussam. I'm praying Barca will come for him in June. You better pray harder. You better pray harder because I don't think they want him. Arteta deserves one more season, in my opinion. We're so close. We said that last season. How long are you going to go with this narrative? How long are these players going to stick around? How long is Bukayo Saka going to stick around while we don't do the business, while we aren't good enough to win the title season after season after season after season? Granit Xhaka, perfect example. He didn't want to be here anymore. See ya. He goes to Leverkusen and wins the title immediately. You don't think other players are looking at that being like, oh, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could, all of a sudden they start looking in this direction and Man City looks pretty good. And then they look in this direction and they go, oh, Real Madrid, they look like they're going to win La Liga again. Oh man. Or maybe I go to Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen. They're winning league titles. They haven't lost a game. Why wouldn't I go over there? There is a clock that is tick, 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 ticking on this manager and on these players' tolerance to not win hardware. But believe in the process, right? Yeah. Question, TJ. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, 60% of the fan base will be Arteta in. I think more will be Arteta in. I remember when I went to Washington, D.C., this is an interesting story time. When I went to Washington, D.C., and I went to see Arsenal play the MLS All-Stars, I went to a bar, and I did a little bit of a poll. I went up and talked to different fans. And 9 out of the 10 people that I talked to were all Arteta in. Like, they all believe that Arteta is the guy to get us over the top. So those are American fans. I can only imagine what English fans are. Obviously, we live in a little bit, like, I'm sorry to say it, but we live in a little bit of an echo chamber of the Arteta outers and the people that really don't accept mediocrity. The Lee Gunners, the Jezzes, the Matts, the Olas, the Arsenal Alexes, the Lucas, these guys, the Connors, the Dowls, like everybody in the Rat Army. We live in a different reality than some of these people, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Who sang that song? Things will never be the same. Question for TJ, please. Do you think there's any chance Arteta walks this summer? No. Nope. No chance. You can take the ball out of the player, but you can't take the ball out of a team. You know what? I'm done highlighting your stuff, Cubed. I'm done highlighting this stuff. I'm done with this garbage. TJ, do you believe there will be any chance? Oh, I already highlighted this one. Sorry, I'm talking a million miles an hour. We're gonna go for about 10 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna get out of here. Get your final questions in. Get your predictions in for tomorrow. I'm going 2-1 to Arsenal because I am deluded, apparently. But either way, you can catch me after the match for the match reaction. You can catch me on Sarcasm City TV for the Arsenal Man United show. You can catch me on American Waffle the following night because we don't hide. We don't run. We watch this club win, lose, draw, pain. Question, is Partey washed now? I think he is. El Neni, Jorginho are better than that prick. No. Can you guys hear those dogs barking, right, by the way? That's really distracting. No, El Neni is finished at this club. El Neni is collecting a paycheck while he spins up his coaching academy. Like, this guy is like, he is an Egyptian paperweight. He is an Egyptian. Remember during COVID when they put all the paper fans, all the what do you call those things? Yeah, the paper fans in the stands, like going like this. What are those things called again? They look like those in-store displays of people advertising shit. That's what Mo El Neni is on the Arsenal bench. He's just taking up space. He's our victory cigar. He is he's not. No. Partey can at least serve a purpose. Mo El Neni has been an Egyptian victory cigar for us this season. He's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing. So it goes Jorginho, Partey, El Neni, in my opinion. Yeah. Partey's doing nothing and collecting a paycheck too. Your point being that I just said my point. Partey's at least played in games that are meaningful. He's even been on the bench for 80% of the season, and he's done more and seen more time than Mo El Neni. Like, come on, Jaminho. Let's not be disingenuous, my guy. Come on now. 2-0 Bayern. Oh, well, Alexander Hilton's banned. He's banned. He's out of here. Arsenal Alex says, think he 1-0 Arsenal win. I don't think we shut them out. No, we're not shutting them out. There's zero chance that we don't concede. To be 100% honest with you, we 100% will concede. Let's see what else we got going on here. TJ, do you approve of your owners? For now, we need to do the business, over the summer. Like I said, 6 fullback striker minimum. If we don't fill those positions with first team quality players, possibly world-class players, or we don't spend the money, then no, we gotta be Kroenke's out. We gotta put the pressure on them again to either bring in a new manager that will actually fill in the positions that honestly need to be filled, or bring in another manager. Just saying. No. Don't say this. Don't say this. I think if Eric Dyer scores on us tomorrow, I think I might actually have to take the channel down. And that's just a fact. And by the way, Staffy, great question. Why aren't we on 50 likes yet? Where are we on the likes, though, people? Where are we on the likes? We're on 37 likes, and we have 65 inside. Good Lord, why are we not on 50 likes, people? We did not set the bar this high. You guys are moving like Arsenal fans right now. You guys are moving like top gooners right now. Unbelievable. But make sure you guys smash the likes. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new, people. I read somewhere a while ago, it's about data now, that 40% of games Partey has missed for us have been Big 6 games or European games. Such a coincidence, isn't it? Well, there are a lot of other narratives behind that as to why Partey hasn't played in Spain or on the mainland. But he also hasn't played like 75% of the season due to injury. So, yeah, it is what it is. TJ, I'm surprised. Most American sports fan I see call for the manager's head immediately. For example, Panthers head coach lasted like 9 games last season in the NFL. That's because different sports, like the Panthers were shit. That's why he got fired. I don't even remember what the guy's name was, to be 100% honest with you, and I don't really care. But that it's apples and oranges. You can't really compare the two. And Arsenal win, which is why they're not going to get rid of their manager, because they win consistently until it actually matters, and then they don't win. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, American sports fan. I mean, I'm not calling for my coach's head. I mean, for example, I'm a big Avalanche fan. We've lost 6 out of 7 games, but we also play 82 and we're already in the playoffs, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, apples and oranges, really. Apples and oranges. What do you say to fans that are saying playing for penalties tomorrow is our best move? I think you are risking going up against Manuel Neuer in PKs, and I think that is a bad idea. I think that is a terrible idea. People that are saying that need to look at who is starting in net for Bayern Munich. This guy has forgotten about more trophies than we've won in the past 20 years. So I don't understand why people are coming at it that way. It doesn't really make much sense to me. It really doesn't make much sense to me. Big up Highbury's local Badger. Boom! Yes, smash the likes, people, for the community, for me, for everybody inside. Big up everybody inside. Big up the mod squad as well. Jaminho, AJ, Warrior J, and then obviously Cubed is inside as well. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, and looking ahead past the Bayern Munich game, if we lose, then we have to go away to Wolves. And how are you supposed to have a ton of confidence going away to Wolves, where Gary O'Neill at home? I mean, they're no mugs. Wolves, you can't not take Wolves seriously. So yeah, and then we lose that, or we drop points to Chelsea, or we drop points to Tottenham. Like all this oxygen I'm wasting even talking about it. Like, what's the point? What's the point? So yeah, I mean, again, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. This manager's inability to pull us out of tailspins is why I'm not a big fan of him. So I hope I'm proven wrong. If we win tomorrow, that will be such a huge hurdle for us to clear. I really do believe that. If we win tomorrow, I will be proven wrong. That, because whenever we run into this adversity as a football club, especially under this manager, we have such a hard time pulling out of it unless we have another trip to India planned, or not India, in Dubai. Unless we're going to Dubai. Yeah, and with our fixture list, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to squeeze that in. You know what I mean? Jaminho taking the piss. This guy's so funny. Put Carl Heine on the bench and sub him in the 119th minute, so we don't have to watch Alumnia shootout. Jesus. Oh man, dark horse for the game. Thomas Mueller scoring a header. Heard it here first. I would put a cheeky $5 on that one, to be honest with you. Mueller. I mean, if we can make Goretzka look incredible, then obviously Mueller can go out and do a job. So, yeah. So we better win. That's all I'm going to say, because if we win, or if we don't win tomorrow, we're going to drop more points, and then the season's definitely over. So, yeah, and we're at the same point where we were at last season now, to where we are hoping and we are depending on Man City dropping points while we drop points, while Man City are definitely not going to drop points. So, hate to play spoiler alert for you guys there, but that's just the case. If you guys bottle this season, Kroenke's keep Arteta. Are you still Kroenke's in? No, I'm not. No, actually, no. Let me add a caveat to that. If we keep him and we don't do what we need to do over the summer, then I will be Kroenke's out. I will be Kroenke's out. Because then you got to look. I mean, and I was even talking about this last season. You got to look at who's in charge. If you're continuing to allow failure, you're so close to the end. You're so close to the end of the line, and then you bottle it. You got to make changes. Prime example, another American football reference is the Denver Broncos. About 10 years ago, we lost in the Super Bowl, and we fired our head coach the next season because he wasn't going to be the guy to get us over the line with the amount of good players that we had. And then we hired another coach that we knew would be able to get us over the line, and he did. We won the Super Bowl the next season. So it's one of those things where don't get attached to managers. Don't get attached to characters in the story. Get attached to the end of the story. The end of the story is a big silver thing with ears on it, or a big silver trophy, with a crown on it. That is the end of the season. That's the end of the story. That's the end of the narrative. Shout out Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? So that's it. Up your standards, people. Up your standards. Goretzka is the German Scott McShite, and we made him look world class. Well done, Rice. I mean, the whole team made Goretzka look good. It wasn't just Declan Rice. You're putting your anti-Rice bias out there. Goretzka objectively played a good game, and we didn't play very well in the midfield. So, yeah, we didn't play very well in the midfield. We didn't play very well on the back line either. Oh my gosh. I didn't buy Arsenal to win trophies. Yeah, I bought Arsenal to collect on that money from all the simps that get attached to a narrative and a coach and players, when the objective of state-run oil companies and oil magnates, Man City, Newcastle eventually, all they care about is winning trophies. These are toys to them, and they just want to win trophies. That's all they care. That's all they care about. So, yeah. Yep. TJ, yeah, but if they back Arteta this summer and spin, keep him, will you still be Kroenke in? Yeah. Yeah, I will be, because no. Here you go. Depends on the player. Depends on the player. Who are we bringing in? We have bums like Ramsdale on 120K a week, and you have Mike Mingen on 58K a week. Make it make sense, bruv. Zero standards. Different league. I would love to bring this guy to the carpet. I would love to bring him to the carpet. He's one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. But we aren't gonna do that because of this club, this manager, this ownership, this board, so on and so forth. All right. Final question, and then we're done. Woo! Big up Tamidayo Fatoki, and if I am screwing that up, I am sorry. Is it only Arsenal questions? No, it's not Arsenal questions. You can ask me questions about life, food, movies, all that garbage. You guys can ask me all sorts of questions, people, all sorts of questions. Thoughts on De Zerbi? As a United fan, he's a hipster manager. You guys can do better. If you guys land on De Zerbi, and I hope you do, you guys are in the mud permanently. Well, maybe not permanently, but at least for the foreseeable future. You guys are done out here if you guys land that guy. He can't manage Brighton. He has dropped points to clubs this season. And you can argue, yeah, he's obviously lost key players. Caicedo, over the seasons. Caicedo. You could argue maybe Sanchez, not really. But yeah, Bayern grow players to sell them, right? But if that is your standard, good, because that means you're a United fan. You'll accept anything. All right. Anyway, that is the show today, people. Big up everybody inside for watching. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for smashing the likes. If you guys are watching this video on playback, smash the like. Make sure that you are subscribing to the channel as well. Leave a comment. Leave your predictions. Let me know what you thought about the show, and we'll keep going. What do you eat in LA more? What do you want to eat in LA more? Korean barbecue? Both is what it is. No. Man, we're rapid firing questions now. No. So yeah. That's just the way it is. So yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and redirect. We're going to go ahead and redirect over to Husam. Sarcasm City is live. People, go over to Sarcasm City as well. I said I would already redirect over to Husam, so we are going to go redirect over to A-listers. People, go over there and spam. Do me a favor. Spam TJ Warren TV raid in the comments over there. Spam TJ Warren TV raid in the comments. All 63 of you that are watching right now. Big up everybody that is inside. We will be live on Wednesday evening, tomorrow evening, for the Bayern Munich versus Arsenal match. Until next time, people, big up. Go over there and spam Husam, and we will see you tomorrow.